Hello. Now we are live. Hey, Audrey here. How are you guys doing today? Happy Thursday. Data Roundtable Day. And get my lips on, everybody. I'm just being real here. Sorry. We are live streaming to National List Services YouTube page. Thank you for joining us there. I am going to share with you today how to use our system to build a list. Some people think that's overwhelming or too difficult, but I want to show how easy it is. And every week I come on here and share. So I'm going to, usually I share something we've done for a customer this week, something coming up, or if you want to submit your questions or list ideas to me, I'll do it. Just let me know. I'm going to move my microphone out of the way, make sure everybody can hear me. I hope so. Get myself all set up. I'm going to make sure real quick and check my sound and make sure everybody can hear because that's very important. Yeah, it's going. I've been told that even on mute, if I am in a Zoom call, you can hear me. So that's great. I keep hearing a ringing. Hope nobody's phone's going off. Happy Thursday. So let's go ahead and share National List Services. I'm going to share this list. Actually, I'm going to build it. I'm going to build it live. Let me get some zip codes. I have it all printed off and ready. I just need to run it and do it. So let me share my screen. We'll log in as Audrey. And I'm going to share this in. Let me make sure I'm in the right spot. Data Axle business file, formerly Info USA. Many people might know that name. They've had a few company names over the years. I don't know them all. Let me share my screen for National List Services with everybody. Here we go. Here we are. Let's build a list. I feel like those little kids shows where they had a little song and I'm like, oh, I should have a catchy little thing, but I don't. So as always, in National List Services, you only buy what you need when you're checking out and ready. Everything else is just free research and access to build your list. So on all the files, once you're in there, it's top tab navigation. It's going to take you to geography first. So it takes us right here. I am going to do a few zips. Let me put on my do not disturb so that nothing beeps in. I'm going to do actually a radius with a zip code. So this is for a customer. They asked for something very specific, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to find it because most people will ask, hey, can you do this? And 99% of the time, it's a yes, we can do this. So let me show how to. We love how-tos. It helps take the scare away, the fear away. False expectations appearing real. You're scared of a system you don't know how to use, so you don't use it at all. Let me help. So here we went to radius, and you can do a radius by miles or by quantity. We've done this. They want 10,000 records in a radius around this zip code. Well, perfect. Let's put in that quantity of 10,000. Let's put in that zip code. In this case, we're going to do miles. We're doing 50 miles out. Actually, I correct myself. Let's do this way. Let's do quantity. That's what they wanted. So zip code, quantity. Yes, same zip code, 47546. And let's do quantity. They were looking for 20, a workable number. So here's the other thing, guys. When you're getting a list of phone numbers and contact names and you're going to make some prospecting efforts, that's what this list is, get a reasonable amount of data that you know you can handle. If you're uploading it to a CRM, that's great. If you're working off a list, I prefer a list. Until they're a real customer or a real opportunity, I'm not going to dirty up my CRM and upload this list. I'm going to call it off of paper because you know what? Out of experience, I'll tell you, I can sit down with a list and make 50 phone calls really fast when I'm just check marking, and going down the list. If I'm on my computer working off of a CRM, an email will pop up. I jump online to check something, and then I go over here and look at this. Keep it consistent, make a plan, and execute it, but stay on task. And sometimes paper helps you do that. So in this case, they wanted a workable number of records. I totally agree with this. Do not get a list of 5,000 people and think you're going to call them all next month. Most likely will not happen, but those are some good numbers. We're going to do the math. I love this. So if you had 5,000 records and you work, let's say you work 20 days a week. That's 4 weeks, 5 days a week. That's 20 days. Okay, so I divided my phone calls by days. That is doable, actually. A list of 5,000, one person calling, that's doable. Divided by 5 days in a week, that's 50 calls a day. You can do 50 calls a day. You can do 50 calls in an hour or two. So 5,000 might be doable. But this person is well aware of their time, energy, efforts, and they wanted 1,250. So here we go. Do not cross state lines. If you're near a border, if this is for insurance, you know you're licensed in so many states. Great. This is a company that will cross state lines and has a service they provide. So I'm not going to check mark that. But if you're in an industry where you know you can do business in this state, but not the next one, you can always check mark do not cross state lines for your radius. So I'm going to save this geo. On the left-hand side, you'll see it show up as soon as you click save. It keeps a running tab of your selections here. I love it. So we got our geo figured out. We'll go do our SIC codes and get those entered. Now they're looking to advertise their services to restaurants, but not just any restaurant. They want specific restaurant types and non-franchise owned. You know, maybe you don't know, if you offer a service and you're trying to walk into a franchise location like Raising Cane's, odds aren't as high that they're going to hire you locally. Now they might, especially if the general manager is local, knows you, you're well known in the industry and in the business in the local area, but franchise is a little harder to get into. So this customer is well aware of that. So let me pick my SIC codes. They gave me we have this list figured out, 581203. And again, if you needed to know these, I have these ready to go. We've been working on this, and I just wanted to share how easy it is. If you didn't have this list of SIC codes or know who you were looking for, and I'm not going to do them all, I'll just do some here. You could do lookup. You see up here, there's that lookup button. This gives you a list of all the SIC codes. So I'm not going to do everything. We have quite a long list of select restaurants that they would do business with. So one other awesome select we're going to do, they wanted emails as well. We can do that 100% or where available. Business selections. Let's go grab that franchise I was mentioning. If you don't know how to find it, you can always use the search bar. True franchise flag. Is this a franchise or no? No, I don't want franchises. Continue. That's how I went with this data file because this is an option that we wanted to make sure we had here. One per site, that's fine. I'm getting phone number and contact name, one per site. We're going to go over to email. Now, what's awesome about Data Axle for business data, on the emails, you can select both. So it's going to show you how many records have an email, how many don't. So I'm going to click continue. That looks good and right. Save those selections and then go to phones and contacts. For them, for this client, they want 100% name, 100% phones. They want to call and know who to ask for. So we will pick 100% telephones, 100% contacts. Every business has a telephone listed. That is general information that is available. The contact name is where available. Some people have a phone number listed, but no contact name of who you need to ask for. So that's when it matters. You could also add a title to this. If you knew exactly what title you needed to reach, what decision maker you needed to reach to get your foot in the door and introduce your service to these customers. So that is another level. We're not doing that on this list, but if you wanted to for business selections, you can go over here and the title list, it's under T's. Everything's alphabetical. How easy is that? Again, we're not trying to be rocket scientists here. We're just trying to build a list. So here are those titles you can pick. Of note, if you don't pick a title, that's okay. When you run this list and order it, you can output the title. So you have 100% contact name, 100% phone. What's the title of the person at the end of that phone with that name? You can output the title without selecting it, so you know who you're talking to. That is a lot of power on your list. So I'm going to click continue here. And I'm going to recalculate. Remember, we did a quantity, not a distance. So it should come close to 1250. Yeah, 1251. Because, of course, the radius is going to grab everybody. It might have a few extra, 2 or 5 or 10. Usually it's really, really accurate and close to what you're wanting. So this is her list. This is it. Let me show you how you could order this and output those titles so that you can reach these restaurants. See how fast and easy it is too? So let's go here. I'm going to do an instant breakdown real quick. Once you hit recalculate and get your total, you're able to hit instant breakdown. And let me pick these items so I can just know before I order. I want to see these details. You can also run a count report and send this to yourself, but I'm going to quick look at it here. So here it's telling me how many miles out it takes me to get 1,250 contacts. So from their location, the farthest out I'm going to be going is 68 miles. That's doable. I know in our area there's a metro city area location and then outskirts of little towns that drive into Omaha to come to work. This is a doable distance, 68 miles. And you can see it's crossing over. They're in a spot close to Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky. Their home base location is right there in Indiana. So again, they are crossing state lines. I didn't check mark that box. Over here on emails, out of those records in that 68 miles, there are 126 where you can get an email connected with that contact, and the rest do not have one. So you're only going to pay for those. When you pay for the email, you're only paying for 126 emails. You're not paying for 1,251 emails. You're just paying for the number of emails that are available. That's also very helpful. So let me go ahead and click place order because I really want to share this detail. And if you're not watching today and you see this in the replay, or you come to me and say, hey, Audrey, I want to do this, I can say, hey, I've got a video about this. Today's live. And it's in our YouTube under National List Services, and it'll be so helpful. Go take a look. Or I'll send you to our Video Learning Center. Same idea. So here it is. I want all these records. You could limit it if you're going to be so nitpicky, or corporate's given you a number you can get. I get that. You could change the number of records. I'm going to do the whole list. I am making phone calls on this list. And I'll probably send a follow-up postcard. I'm going to hand write it. I'm not dropping 1,200 plus pieces in the mailbox. So at the USPS location, I'm not dropping everything to go out at once. So I'm going to do one-time use. And I'm going to continue with my order. And here, please always help yourself and pick CSV. This will come as an Excel sheet. You can do a lot of things with an Excel sheet. Uppercase, lowercase is best on the eyes. Zip format, please do not encrypt it. We will have to unencrypt it for you. We don't want to do that. And then under special layout, this is where the information you need to know is. Please pay attention. Here is where you can add your phone number. Here, area code phone number. It does not show up here on your output list. These are all of the selects you're going to get on your final CSV. Phone's not there. You want to come up here to available fields. Add, and then make sure it's down here. Here it is. At the end is your phone number. Also, I mentioned you can add that title code. It's free. There's no cost to it. It's just more information to better help you. So in my quick filter, I'm going to type in title. There it is, title code. Add it over. That way I can see who I am calling, what their job position is. Here's their phone number. Are they at the mailing address for the company or at a physical location? Because sometimes people are working from home still. All that information's on this list. One more detail I really want to share with you on this page. You can put these fields in whatever order you want, and you can remove them. If you want to remove it, like one thing I've known, SIC codes. This is going to give you every SIC code that company might fit under. And some companies do a variety of services and could have more than one SIC code. Maybe you just want the top 3 that they are qualified as. Uncheck mark them. Maybe you don't care about the number of employees, or you want the location employee size at that location, not number of employees for every, well, these aren't franchises, so it's not going to be everybody. Again, you can pick what you want. That's the gist of this. Pick what you want by check marking, and then you delete unchecked. Boom, it relists it. And then the position your list will, these items will have on your list. So when you get a CSV list and you want to make phone calls, personally speaking, what I want at the beginning is their name, their phone, their email, their title. Those are the most important bits of information. The address can be toward the end of the list. If what I'm calling about has nothing to do with sales volume or number of employees or corporate employee size, you see all these things here, that could be valuable down the road, but I don't need it right now. Keep these toward the end like they are here. But email address and title code right here, bump those up. Put that at number 5. Put email at number 6. I want to know that information. I'm going to refresh my layout. There we go. Here's my mailing address, title code, email address. Get these things arranged how you want them so that when you go to download your list, this is in the best order for what you need and want. This is your list. That's why we show you on these lives how to take back the control to build this list how you want it. I can do it for you just as easy, but it's going to cost a little bit more. When you go online and do it yourself and download it yourself, the savings is there, the quickness is there, and you have your list ready to go. So take a look at this. Let me know your feedback. Any questions you've got, put them in the chat. Let me know anything that I can answer to help you. Now, here's another valuable tool. If you have an account with NLS, totally free until you buy your data, if you know you're going to be ordering again, you can save this layout you put in a certain order, save it as a preferred layout. It can be for you only if you have other employees underneath a company login. Like here you see First Direct. First Direct is our parent company. There are numerous employees who all have logins to this. If you make a layout that you know is helpful, you can save it for everyone in the company to use. So all the users can use this. Or sometimes I do this. I can make a layout that all companies can access. Anybody who orders can see that layout and say, I like that layout, I'm going to use that. Or if I'm trying to streamline data and get my customers in a specific industry to order a specific way, because I know that's what's best for them, I will set up that layout and direct them to use it. It will give you the best results. Please use this layout. So there's a few options there. I'm going to save this only for me, and I'm going to save this as my cold call list. That's my layout. Now, if you ever want to delete this or come back, you can do that. But for now, if you have this all set up, because there's 38 fields here, it's going to take you a few moments to set this up. You don't want to do that every time. So save it as a layout. I'm going to click submit, and I'll continue with my order. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope this gives you some ideas of how you can use this for your industry, your business, your data needs, and get you the right list at the right time. Want to make sure, yeah, I am looking at the camera. I have a problem looking at the camera. If anyone's ever seen Anchorman, I feel like Ron Burgundy half the time. Oh, I tell you what. So take a look. If this didn't fit what you're looking for, we do this every week and have been for a while. So take a look at National List Services YouTube. You'll see past recordings and take a look, see what's there. I think they are labeled according to what we have covered. If not, I will take care of that. And I'm going to direct you also to our Learning Center. It's a lot of Audrey, I hate to tell you, but we have a Learning Center where I've made videos that show all of these different data files on National List Services. So here, if you're new, if this is your first time watching, let me share this. Don't get overwhelmed. This is exciting. There's so many options. Look at this. There are so many data file options, so you find exactly what you need. Now, maybe you don't know how to run that list. That's why I'm going to tell you about the Learning Center. There are videos for each individual data file because there are special things you need to do when you order. And I share those. We have no secrets here. We do not have anything magical that you can't know. We share it all. We want to make sure if you want to do this on your own, You have every tool at your availability to do this. So let me find, where are my Learning Center links? This is the fun of going live, people. If you haven't done it, if you haven't gone live, do it. Do it even just to talk about your family, what you do for work, your latest vacation, what you're going to do when COVID's over, whatever it is. Go live. Go live on Instagram. I'm using StreamYard so I can put this information out there to a few different places because that matters. It matters that people have availability to see this and can access it. Here we go. Start.nationalistcounts.com. This is the Learning Center. Go here and you'll have access to those videos. You're going to have to watch a few videos because, of course, you want to make sure you're educated and know what you're getting into. Again, it's not scary. It's not hard. I'm here to help you every step of the way because there's videos on every single one. So what I just showed you for Data Axle, how you have to add the area code and phone number, and how the emails, you're only going to pay for the ones that have emails, that's all in the video so that you know. On D&B, there's a special way to order emails for records that have emails versus the ones who don't. I show that because you need to know this, and I'm going to share it with you. So take a look. Join us at start.nationalistcounts.com. If I see you've registered, I'll reach out and say, hey, what are you looking for? Can I help you? And again, I am always available. Audrey at firstdirectmarketing.com. Even though it's National List Counts and nationallistservices.com, my email's firstdirectmarketing.com. Please keep that handy. Let me know how I can help you. If you have any questions before you place your order, you still want to do it on your own, you got this, but you had a question or two, let me know. Me and the support team are all here to help you. So I hope this has been insightful to you. I hope this gives you some ideas of what you can do. There are so many options, so many exciting different data points. I just closed it, but if you're in real estate, if you're in construction, if you are offering a service that homeowners need or that businesses need, we can connect you. Let me know how I can help you. And as always, happy Thursday. Be great because nothing else pays.